Hi ladies, it's Michelle from Hit Your Peak Fitness here. I want to talk about a big old elephant in the room when it comes to weight loss. I'm going to give you the skinny on the fat game. Low intensity exercise for weight loss. Is it a waste of time? I think it is. I'm going to tell you exactly why I think low intensity exercise is a waste of your time. So if you find a program that has you doing low intensity exercise 3-4 times a week, sometimes it's called L.I.S.S. If you're a mum, don't do it. If you're over the age of 35, don't do it. Why? Because women in their 20s are at their highest metabolic rate that they're ever going to be in their life. So they can do this and still burn calories, and they can eat well, not eat well, and still lose calories for the most part. But when you are over the age of 35, our metabolism is going to keep dropping. So when we get to our late 20s, it's going to drop 1 to 2% every decade. So when you get to our age and you've had babies as well, and all of your hormones are kind of all shot, and we're trying to get back on that hormonal train on the way to Happyville, doing low intensity exercise in order for us to burn body fat is not going to help you that much. Here is why. The whole idea of doing low intensity exercise is that we burn proportionately more calories from fat when we are in a lower intensity. And that is right. So let's take 100 calories as an example, nice and easy. If we are in a super low intensity exercise and we are walking, or we're doing a very slow jog and we're doing that for like an hour, maybe let's say we burn 100 calories. About 80 to 90 of that is going to come from fat, and 10 to 20 of that is going to come from carbohydrates. Now, you're going to have to work for a long time in that zone to burn quite a lot of fat calories, right? So if you're only burning 80 within about an hour, depending on how intense it is, it's going to take you a long time to burn calories, because 3,500 calories is a pound of fat, right? So it's going to take you a while. The next part of this is that if you do a higher intensity exercise, you do a higher intensity workout. I'm not talking HIIT training, high intensity, high impact, right? Higher intensity. Even though your proportion of fat comes down and your proportion of carbohydrates goes up, if your total number of calories burned goes up, the amount of fat calories you are going to burn total goes up. So if you do an hour of really low intensity exercise versus 40 minutes of higher intensity exercise, you're going to burn more fat calories up here in the higher intensity exercise. Here is the next reason, which a lot of people will completely overlook, and this is so important. And it's even more important for women who have families than for women who are in their 20s or in their 30s and don't have children, okay, and they don't have families. When we go into low intensity exercise, here's what our body does. You heard of cortisol? That stress hormone? Our body, well, let me tell you what cortisol does first. Cortisol is a hormone that we need in our bodies. But what cortisol does in response to stress is it increases our propensity to store calories, okay? So increase in storage. Okay, and that is unfortunately in the form of fat. Okay, so cortisol level goes up when we start doing low intensity exercise. Now, here's what else happens. When we are mums and we get stressed, our body releases even more cortisol. So it increases our propensity to gain fat. So you do low intensity exercise thinking you're going to burn more calories of fat than you would. You might as well up your intensity, skip that low intensity stuff, do a higher intensity that's appropriate for you, because number one, your body isn't going to dump as much cortisol into your system when you first start, and because you're stressed and maybe you're even sleep deprived already and your cortisol levels are higher, we're just going to compound it. Why would you do that to yourself? Don't do it, right? So if you want to know how to do this, and you want to know how to do this properly, and you want to get some good results, here is what I'm going to do for you. In this post, you're going to see a link here to the program that I have on offer. If you are sick and tired of all of these 20-something programs designed by a 20-something trainer for 20-something women because they don't have issues, high cortisol level issues, they don't have hormones that have gone on the skid, right? Then you need to get in on this program, because the women that are in it now are getting enormous results, huge life-changing results already, okay? If you're not sure if you want to do that yet, there's two options for you. Right now I have a 7-day nutrition reset challenge, which I promise you is designed for mums. This is no calorie counting, no macro counting, nothing like that. This is super simple, easy changes that you can integrate without feeling like you're going to fall off the wagon. It's sustainable. And then the other thing that I've got going on is a 10-day booty challenge. You want to raise and firm the butt? You can do that too. But I know that if you are still watching this, you are ready to change. You are sick and tired of seeing all these programs that don't work for you, right? Because they're not designed for mums. They don't take into account these hormones. They don't take into account this kind of stuff that happens to us when we do lower intensity exercise. It doesn't take into account that our metabolism changes and drops 1 to 2% every decade after we get past our 20s. It doesn't account for the fact that genetics can predispose us to having more fat cells. And guess what else happens? Women have alpha fat cells in our bodies. They don't like giving up their calories. Whereas men have beta fat cells. They love to give up their calories, right? So if you need throw my pen, I'm that excited. If you need a program that's going to help you get results fast, you need to comment below. I will get in touch with you personally. I will work with you to help you to lose the change, to lose the saddlebags, to lose the muffin top. I was over 200 pounds. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to gain weight and have a hard time getting rid of it after you've had kids as well. So if you want to work with somebody that's been there, done that, and gets it and knows the science behind how to get you results, then comment below and let me help you. Have a good one, ladies.